Request, acknowledgement, and further instructions. He waited, seconds stretching into minutes, but only static answered his call. Frowning, Xavius turned to the communications officer. Still no response. The officer shook his head. Negative, Captain. There seems to be some kind of interference. I can't determine if it's natural or something else. Xavius's expression darkened. The inability to communicate with their chapter was troubling. They had no choice but to press on. Keep trying at regular intervals. We must inform the chapter master of our discoveries. As the battle barge entered the warp tear, reality seemed to twist and warp around them. As the battle barge continued its perilous journey through the warp, each member of the crew carried on with their duties, their minds filled with thoughts of recent events and the uncertain future that lay ahead. In the engine room, Techmarine Ferrum pored over the ancient star chart, his augmetic eyes whirring as they focused on minute details. Young Messiah, he muttered to himself, the complexity of this data is astounding. What secrets do you hide, I wonder? His mechanism eyes twitched with excitement as he contemplated the technological marvels they might discover at their destination. Kapitan Zavus begun to walk the halls, reflecting on the recent events. As I walk these familiar corridors, he began to say to himself, the weight of recent events presses heavily upon my mind. The loss of so many brothers on that accursed planet, their sacrifices must not be in vain. The Emperor tests us, as he always has. This mysterious star chart, the warp anomalies, radio silence from Nocturne, all point to a challenge unlike anything faced before. Are we walking into salvation or damnation? I think of Brother Sergeant Raphael, lone survivor of his strike force. His presence among us is like more than mere coincidence. The Emperor's hand was relaxed, and one of the road played, while already unpredictable with knowledge of the vital and trusted. With each step I feel the eyes of my brothers upon me, looking to me for guidance or strength. I must not falter. Whatever lies ahead, we will face it as we always have. With courage, with faith, with fire. The path we tread is shrouded in darkness. We are the Emperor's light. We are the salamanders, forged in the fires of Nocturne, tempered by countless battles. We will not break. Into the unknown we venture for the Imperium, for humanity. May the Emperor protect us all. He continues down the long and winding halls. Acknowledging these, he passed with a slight nod of his head. In the training cages, Brother Sergeant Raphael of the Blood Angels sparred with a group of salamanders, his movements a blur of crimson armor. As he fought, his mind drifted to his fallen brothers. I will return for you, he silently vowed. But first, I must see this mission through. The Emperor demands no less. The traitor, still confined to his quarters, sat on the edge of his bunk, fingers steepled beneath his chin. His keen mind raced with possibilities. Whatever we find, he mused, could change everything. Power, wealth, technology, beyond imagination. I must be ready to seize the opportunity when it presents itself. In their squad chambers, the Space Marines rested and prepared, each in their own way. Some meditated, focusing their thoughts on the battles to come. Others performed weapons maintenance, the familiar rituals calming their minds. A few gathered in small groups, sharing tales of past glories and honoring the memories of fallen comrades. Sergeant Talon sat alone, meticulously cleaning his heavy bolter. His thoughts were a mixture of anticipation and concern. Into the maw of the unknown, he whispered to himself, Emperor, guide our aim and steel our hearts. On the bridge, the navigator stared unblinkingly into the swirling madness of the warp, his third eye glowing with otherworldly energy. He could sense something vast and ancient pulling at the edges of his consciousness. What are you? He wondered silently. What secrets do you guard in the depths of the immaterium? As the battle barge pressed on through the warp, the tension aboard the ship continued to build. Each member of the crew, from the lowliest serf to the mightiest space marine, could sense that they were on the cusp of something momentous. Whatever lay at the end of their journey would change not just their lives, but potentially the fate of the entire Imperium. The ship's chronometers ticked steadily onward, counting down to a destination